My name is Leah, and I work for 60 Out as a game master. A normal day at 60 Out, you come in at 10 a.m. and you have to unlock the doors, you have to turn all the lights on, and usually we'll turn on the TV and have like our promo videos or something like that, but you just want to make sure everything's turned on and everything is working correctly, because if some of the rooms aren't, you have to go through and kind of troubleshoot what the problem is. So you just want to check everything, make sure everything's turned on and working correctly, and make sure everything's clean.
Well, that's not going to come out. You're good. Come on down, guys. I'll take that. Thank you. Great job, you guys. So you guys made it out with 20 minutes and 45 seconds to spare. Do you guys want to take a picture inside the room at all? Yeah. All right, guys. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3. Got you guys Houdini pins.
Oh, that's awesome.
Your prizes. The real prize is friendship.
Yeah, right? Or
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
The hardest part about being a game master is probably time management, because there are times where you think you've got your whole day worked out. You think, oh, I have 2 games at this hour, 2 games at this hour, 1 game here, and you'll base your planning off of that, and then all of a sudden you'll get a last minute book, or you'll get an upsell, and then you think, oh darn, I didn't reset that room in time, or this group is early, and you just always need to be moving quickly. There's a lot of moving parts, and if you forget even one thing in a room, it throws off the whole gameplay for that group. So you have to really be on top of everything that you need to do. You need to find your rhythm and just keep going. Like, sometimes you just don't get a break. You need to keep going and really manage your time wisely and still smile and act like everything's fine. Be like, we'll put you in a couple minutes, and then you run back and you're climbing ladders and crawling under floorboards and resetting things, and then you have to come out and be like, let's go! First part of training to be a game master is playing the rooms. They want you to play all of the rooms with no prior knowledge, because they want you to experience what it's like for a customer to be playing. And then you are then trained on how everything works, where all the pieces go, and you kind of have that muscle memory of playing, so you know what's supposed to happen. But it is kind of hard to remember where everything goes, and your first couple times you have to check back with your manager and be like, did I put everything away correctly? Did I do this correctly? And I remember the first couple games I ran, I was very nervous because I just wanted to talk the entire time. I wanted to keep giving hints the entire time and be like, wasn't that amazing, on the microphone? And it's hard to like restrain yourself and let people fumble and let people make mistakes when you know all the answers. That was the hardest part about training.
Like, tape the magnet, and then the keys were just on the magnet, and then they just had to grab them. They didn't have to unhook them. Might work. Might work. I'm gonna try it. Just for today. I mean, they're coming, so. I think that works good. I think that was good to fix. And then once you're done with that, we have bathrooms right around the corner over here, and water by the door. I'll be back out in a few minutes, okay?
Great, thank you so much.
Sure. There's only 2 people. I have to change something. No, but climb on up as soon as you're ready.
I'll spot you.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and slide this over here. Go ahead and close that door for me. Good luck, investigators.
Thank you.
So you guys were here for the 4:30 room, yes?
Yes.
All right. So I do have some waivers for you guys to get going. If you guys need bathrooms, they're right around the corner over here, and we have water by the door. And think about everywhere that you have been. Pay close attention, you may have just missed it.
When it comes to hints, when a group comes in, you can definitely gauge what they want. Some groups will set a cap, like no more than 3 hints, or they just really don't want you to talk to them at all, which is fine, and that's totally fine with me. I don't have to. You don't really have to worry about those kinds of groups unless they're on the verge of breaking something, and then you kind of have to step in and say, not there, move over here kind of a thing. With kids, it's basically babysitting, but still within the realms of the narrative and the room. So if they're playing Houdini and they're doing something they're not supposed to, you have to kind of make it seem like Houdini doesn't want you to do that or something like that. And just kind of keep them in the story. You never want to bring them out of the story. And we do have scripts and like predetermined hints for specific puzzles. So if it is a puzzle that they're asking for a clue on, we've kind of just got our script or our phrase or a thing that we always say every time someone asks for a hint for that puzzle. There's only a few occasions where someone will do something totally random that I've never seen before and need a hint for something like completely random. And then you kind of have to make up a good hint on the fly that goes in the narrative and still gives them the information and still is fun. So it takes some creativity, but it usually works out.
Oh, that was so cute. Oh, that was so cute. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I'm going to repeat what Houdini said because I don't think he heard it. Investigators, I can tell you the last thing you need to do is take a seat. Hi, is this Reese? Hi, this is Leah at 60 Out Silver Lake. You had a game booked with us today at 4:30. Oh, I'm sorry, there must have been a mistake. It's actually booked for today. Would you like me to move it to tomorrow? Okay, was it the same time, 4:30 p.m.? Okay, I can go ahead and do that for you. Oh yeah, no worries. All right, so I got that all set for you. Thank you so much. We'll see you then. All right, thank you. Bye. Yes, thank God. Okay. It's not for today, it's for tomorrow. Everything is fine. To open up that cage, everything hinges on you getting it right. Investigators, is everything okay? Yes, it is. So most of the puzzles, I want to say 80% of them, trigger on their own. So you have to do them correctly. And as long as they're done correctly, they're going to work. Just like that. There are some special ones that are kind of either weight sensitive or maybe someone's just not heavy enough to trigger it, or sometimes they're a little bit like quirky where we've had problems with them in the past. And if I see people doing it correctly, obviously I'm not going to make them waste their time. But I don't control everything. So when people solve a puzzle and they get out of a room, that's all on them. I didn't do it for them. My life. Okay. Okay. There, so you don't have to worry about it. The rooms get put in inactive at the end of the night, so everything will be open, everything will be out, all the doors will be open, and
revealed and all the lights will be off. So you have to go in, turn everything on, and then put everything back where it goes to reset for a game. Even if you don't have a game, you have to reset the rooms anyway. People always ask, is it fun to work here? It's like, or people assume that they're like, it must be so cool working here. You must see so many like funny people. You must see so many crazy things. And yeah, it is. It's a really fun job. I get to talk to people every day. I get to make people laugh every day. I get to laugh every day. And I get to be in charge of this really cool experience and make something really cool happen for people from all over. So it's a lot of fun. It's a fun job. So they're right. It's a fun job.